right, guys, we're working on answering our questions for Chancy Does a Little Looking About. Question number 1 says, what is the central message of the text? We know that central message means the main idea. What is this text mainly about? And we know that we can find this in certain parts of our story. At the beginning of the paragraph and the title, we can look through different paragraphs, and also we can find sentences or phrases that are used over and over again. And we know that that has something to do with our main idea. So A says, Chancy the Crow is afraid. B, Chancy the Crow likes guessing. C, the winter is going to be long and cold. Or D, the winter is coming in a few months. Well, I know, first of all, that he's not afraid because it tells me in the story that he is the smartest and wisest, and it says that he has a great deal of respect. People have a great deal of respect for him. He does notice that the Johnny Chuck has dug his house deeper than usual, and he stuffed himself fatter than ever before. He notices that Jerry Muskrat was making the walls of his house thicker than in other years, and Beaver was doing something to his house. We know that very little escapes Chauncey. So he says he guessed they think we're going to have a long, hard, cold winter. So then it says, on down here you look further, and it says, when you go down further, it says, again, that, Miss Love's got to find it. It says, it seems to me, let's see, Miss Love has to find it. And it says, we are going to have a long, hard, cold winter. So we see that, and again, we see it right here. Looks as if they may have something in the idea of a long, hard, cold winter. So we see that over and over again. We don't see that Chauncey the Crow is afraid. It never says that. It says he's brave. It says Chauncey the Crow likes guessing. He doesn't like guessing. He likes to find things out on his own. So we know that's not true. The winter is going to be long and cold. Well, it does say that, and I showed it to you 3 or 4 different places in the story. And the whole story talks about how the Chuck is making his house deeper, how the Beaver is doing work on his house, how the Muskrats made his house thicker, talks about how the corn shucks are thicker. So there's a lot of things that tell me that the winter is going to be long and hard. So I'm going to put a baby check on that. D, the winter is coming in a few months. Well, I know that may be true, but that whole story doesn't talk about that, so I'm going to get rid of that one. The only answer that it can be that makes sense is C. The answer to number 1 is C.